Welcome to the last knockout review of the World Cup. A very sad day for everyone who loves football. But we must go on. And today I will be looking at the World Cup final, obviously. A quick look back at the third place playoff as well. And then a general roundup of the World Cup. General thoughts and feelings, best players, best team, etc. So on to we'll have a quick look at the third place playoff first. Not much to say other than Brazil were frankly pretty embarrassing again. They had Thiago Silva back, didn't seem to make much of a difference. He should have been off after a minute or whatever it was. Terrible decision by the ref. I don't know if he perhaps felt sorry for Brazil, didn't want to see them get destroyed again, but he should have been off. It wasn't a penalty, it was a free kick. But Holland, again, very effective, very good defensively and good on the counter-attack. David Luiz again, showing why he's such a highly sought-after defender. But yeah, great tournament for Holland, wrapped up in style. Brazil should hang their heads in shame. On to the important game, the World Cup final. I know Alistair Anderson was making some pretty spurious claims about me on Facebook, saying I hadn't watched the World Cup final, reputation was in tatters, etc. I'd like to put the record straight. I did watch the World Cup final. I didn't actually watch it live. Reason being that I am not going to miss Tiny Temper singing Written in the Stars for anything. Certainly not a game of football. To the World Cup final then. Argentina started the game really well, getting a lot of joy down the German left flank. Goetze especially causing problems, Messi getting in pockets of space, driving the defence. One thing, I don't know if this has been addressed perhaps, but why has there never been any talk of Philipp Lahm playing at left back for Germany? They seem to have more options on the right, and Howardez, however you pronounce it, has looked particularly ponderous. He's looked like the weak link in that German team. Anyway, Higuain missed a great chance after 20 minutes, lost his nerve, but the first half continued to be open. Messi looking dangerous. Germany finished up the first half hitting the post. On to the second half. Messi missed a gilt-edged chance just into the second half. You think if this is his time, if this is going to step up and be counted one of the greatest players of all time, he's going to put that chance away, and he fluffed his lines. 56 minutes, Manuel Neuer wins a challenge against Gonzalo Higuain, which prompts Andy Townsend to get into a fairly vitriolic rant about how it's reminiscent of Schumacher against France however many years ago. And it's just another example of Andy Townsend's frankly unprofessional approach to commentating on football. It was nowhere near Schumacher's assault. Neuer won the ball, perhaps a little clumsily, but there was nothing malicious in it. Schumacher went out to injure the Frenchman and did so without getting anywhere near the ball. So completely different situations, Andy. Take a look at yourself. Germany, I think, grew in strength as the game went on. Kross missed a good chance about 81 minutes from the edge of the box. Would have backed him to put that away. A great image in the first half of extra time of Mascherano and Biglia both sliding in and both catching Schweinsteiger, who was in the wars in extra time. And I thought that was really just quite symbolic of Argentina's two defensive midfielders battling for every ball and protecting at whatever cost the back four. And what a truly outstanding goal to win any game, never mind a World Cup final. The technique and poise required to take that down and then calmly slot it past the keeper first time was incredible. And the fact that it was Schürrle who gave him the assist, I really think is just highlights how strong a squad Germany have, and that's one of the main reasons why they've prospered at this World Cup. That's even looking at their squad and the strength it has, that was missing Marco Reus, Sven Bender, the Dortmund defensive midfielder Lars Gundogan. Yeah, so missing a number of other really good players, they still managed to win the thing. Looking at the tournament as a whole, excuse me. I can confirm that's regular tea this week as well. Superb tournament. Brazil seemed to have dealt with all these sort of infrastructure concerns that were raised in the weeks before the tournament. Doesn't seem to have anything particularly catastrophic occurring. Protesters have been kept at bay. And of course there's going to be concerns about whether the money spent is going to benefit communities and there's going to be a decent legacy, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to start with a list of things that I've not enjoyed, and then we'll go on to the highlights. Brazil's semi-final capitulation was a shame. It was quite funny, but it was also a shame for the fans, and just not a way a national team should conduct themselves in their own World Cup. I thought the officiating has generally been a bit dodgy, especially in the early games, but even in the final there's been a distinct lack of desire to show cards even when they're merited. England's performance was highly disappointing. I know they were in a difficult group, but their defending wasn't good enough, and I'm not going to go back into the defensive midfield argument because I think we've been there and done that. But yeah, no, really disappointing. Commentators and pundits I've generally been quite disappointed by. There's nothing that ruins a game like the sound of Clark Carlisle's voice, or Martin Keown's insights, or Andy Townsend's OTT rants, or Jonathan Pearce, who should still be on Robert Wars for the record. I think there's been a few examples of players playing on after head knocks as well, and I think medically there's a general consensus that shouldn't happen. So hopefully teams can be a little bit stricter in the future with that. Looking at the good things, I think all the games, bar perhaps Nigeria-Iran, have been really exciting. There was some good early shocks, Costa Rica winning and Spain getting pumped. Underdogs just like Costa Rica, Algeria, the US, all made the competition particularly exciting. You had superstar players stepping up and carrying their teams forward in the group stages and later on, the Robbens, Neymars, Messi, certainly early on at least. And the goalkeeping as well, it's been outstanding. Ochoa at Mexico, Tim Howard, there's been numerous examples of just outstanding goalkeeping, and that's good to see. Looking now at the best player of the tournament, now I think we can all agree that Lionel Messi was the wrong choice. He had a great group stage, but he set up one goal in the knockout stage and then did very little after. He started the final well, but he missed a good chance. He looked embarrassed to be given the award, and there's at least 3 players I think who are more deserving. James Rodriguez, of course, maybe he didn't play long enough in the tournament to merit it, so I would accept that argument. But then you also have Arjen Robben, outstanding tournament, and contrary to what Tom Lockhead was babbling on about on Friday night, he is one of the best players in the world and has not been a myth for the last 10 years. Then you've got Javier Mascherano, who I think should probably have won the award. He's been an absolute rock, outstanding. His passing has been very accurate. He has won a lot of tackles, and he's been Argentina's coach on the pitch. I also think Manuel Neuer could have won it. And I know you're going to be like, oh, well, he won the best goalkeeper award, so he couldn't have also won the best player award. No, I mean, Oliver Kahn won both awards in the World Cup in 2002, and I think Manuel Neuer's been just as good as Kahn was then. So probably between Neuer and Mascherano for me, and Mascherano maybe just have pipped it. Best Young Player award. I'm not sure what the criteria was, whether it was below like 22 or because I thought probably Neymar and James Rodriguez would have been in the running for that, but perhaps they were too old. So I mean, if that was the case, then Paul Pogba was a good choice, and he followed up his win of the Young Player award with the Young Player award of the best player in the Under-20s World Cup last year. So it's been a good couple of years for Paul Pogba, and I think he'll go from strength to strength. Looking now at my team of the tournament. Now, everyone always interprets their teams a little bit differently. There's a slightly different perspective on who should go in. In goals, obviously I've got Manuel Neuer. Right back, Philipp Lahm. The first centre-back one's a bit tricky. I'm stuck between Garay of Argentina and Gonzalez of Costa Rica. I'm probably going to go Garay just because Argentina came very close to winning the World Cup and he was an absolute rock all the way throughout. So I'll go Garay instead of Gonzalez. The other centre-back, I've gone Ron Vlaar, who's been absolutely immense during the World Cup. Left back, now this will be controversial. I've gone for Jan Vertonghen. I think he was outstanding going forward. I think Belgium were very solid defensively. I think he was a bit of a revelation actually in the tournament. And I'm going for Jan Vertonghen. We have a midfield three of Javier Mascherano, Toni Kroos and James Rodriguez. I don't think you can have much argument with that. The three outstanding midfield players of the World Cup. Up top, Thomas Muller. Another outstanding performance from that young man. A great goal scorer and just a great all-round player. Robben on one flank. And I wanted to leave out Lionel Messi, because I've not been particularly impressed with him in the knockout stages. And I was going to take Neymar in. Yeah, I'm going to put Neymar ahead of Messi. I'm not fussed. I think Messi's been disappointing. Okay, well, again, thanks for tuning in and thanks for watching all the videos in this series. It's been a real roller coaster of a World Cup, and I've enjoyed every single second of it. As the Premiership season comes closer, I will be doing a series of short preview videos for each team. So check out the YouTube channel for them. But again, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you soon.